Yeah, it's chaotic, but no. Go on then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Wow. Ember peers intently at Hulrun. I remember you. When Father and I rode in the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As I have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knight tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Oh boy. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Don't you remember? You were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire is crime in itself. Which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. He's telling that to a child. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and grey. He was young with a big moustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large, bushy moustache in the air with a finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Oh boy. You forgive him after what he did to you? He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something, thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Oh boy. Alright. You sent an innocent child to be burned at stake. Didn't you want to ask for forgiveness? Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. But this girl managed to survive the fire. And what about the crowd that always flies around her? I advise you take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. Is that enough reason for us to kill him? Yeah, for Logan it is. I'll kill you for this, you swine. What? I'd like to see you try, demon worshipper.
You can handle them, right?
That's enough. Burning children at stakes and stuff. Let's try to take out the other ones. And with the rest. Lawful neutral.
The spirits demand your blood.
Attack him.
Won't survive me. Cover me, all right?
Alright. Interesting that he still got like all his HP in the beginning, even though he lost his life force. Level 13. Okay. Oh, Woljif, why are you always hurt? How long does it... Mage armor holds for 1 hour. Alright.
It's all your fault.
Okay, let's see Woljif and hope he comes back. 2 more screaming. And beside that, just keep attacking.
Endure this.
Wow, they attacked Woljif again and killed him. Or not killed him, but... Oh boy.
The world in crimson.
Or to suffer a crippling wound in the battle. This condition can only be lifted by resting in a safe place. Death is a door. Now we have to get to a safe... oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Hulrun, no more burning children at stakes. I don't think I have anything for Greater Restoration. I would be quite surprised. God, that's a higher level spell. Here. Greater Restoration. Nah. Fire Belly. Now we have lesser restoration. But the thing is, I think with the scales of Terranilef we can also revive. Yes. Or also removes the death store. Alright, let's just hope it doesn't come to that. What is that? It looks really nice. The demon invasion transformed all of Kenabres into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Deskari leading his horse from the abyss, and the dragon Terranilef, the mightiest of the city's defenders. Just 1 second. The mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys turned down by the powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. Oh, interesting. I wonder where it is. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins, it is Logan Aldori, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Logan Aldori is vested with his power, and looks at the world with his eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. The music is really nice. So, what past does Logan Aldori see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life. Although the one and life are in opposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiment of cosmic balance, rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside the world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the Worldwound. The chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Deskari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. It's a nice picture for the Aeon. So, what are Aeons? Beyond passion, beyond mercy, beyond reason, the faceless caretaker of reality toil without end, silently struggling to preserve the tenuous balance upon which all existence depends. These voiceless forces are the Aeons, inscrutable shapers and eliminators of the multiverse. They exist beyond the understanding of most mortals, endlessly striving toward goals unfathomable, even to many of the plane's oldest inhabitants. Aeons build order from the chaos of the Maelstrom, seed new life upon barren worlds, and halt the rampages of forces grown overboard. They run nations to vapor, dismantle planets to cosmic dust, and pave the way for calamities. Aeons embody the plane-spanning hand of a metaphorical, omnipotent clockmaker, endlessly tuning and adjusting the myriad gears of reality in pursuit of ultimate perfection. Sounds very, very lawful. What does the present show to Logan Aldori? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Aasimar. All is as it should be, but the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the city's created jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals, the demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. Very, very lawful. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeons still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. Is it the wardstones? I think so. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Logan Aldori picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pockets. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Item received. Purple stone knife. This crystal. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order. Everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls, from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. River of Souls. The River of Souls is the name given to the constant migration of mortal souls from the material plane to Pharasma's boneyard in the outer sphere, where they are judged and sent to their eternal fate. On the astral plane, the River of Souls resembles a massive, winding silver thread. Those who approach can see the countless souls moving through the silver haze like so many schools of fish. The esoteric tradition considered this River of Souls to be a ley line, and simply one part of the multiverse network of magical pathways. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remains of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even appropriate here, for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them. Used up as last vestige of energy, now they are ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on his power so that he may again look at the world through another eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? I think maybe because I always had this requires the path, that we're doing paths depending on what we decide. But no, I'm pretty sure so Logan is both too good and too chaotic to do that. So he allows the Aeon's power to dissipate. Logan Aldori is not the kind of person who relies on any eyes but his own. The final traces of the Aeon's existence fade away, sending one last look of farewell at him. The piercing, unyielding gaze, full of understanding of something significant, even as they take that understanding with it into oblivion. The remains of the party. The thing is, I think we should rest. Everyone talking.
The bartender asks.
Camp. Do we have to... We don't have rations, I think. We don't have to, look for food. Your character Camellia has a free spell slot. Before resting, you should fill it. Okay, so... Yeah, I just learn spells, so I don't have to prepare some. Interesting. Not sure if a paladin ever gets spells, or if they just don't have spells. And Shaman has slots, and you have to prepare for each slot. So you don't prepare spells per se, and can use them with your spell slots, but like you prepare a specific number of spells. Let's do Entangle. Sounds like a nice control spell. That's the same for Woljif. Let's use Magic Missile instead of Grease. Ah, and witches apparently also know spells and can use them.
Here we go again.
Alright, then rest. I did that. But thanks. Okay. Can any of us just do that? Choose a recipe to cook. Ah, I can cook food. Then let's just do a hearty meal. What does it do? +1 cooking bonus on all skill checks. Yeah, we take it. Definitely need 2 watchers. I don't want camouflage. So I'm a bit confused that you can't really... Ah, you can see who's planned. I'm just blind. Yeah, then use her. 100%, 80%. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that this is still a very harsh check. Ah, maybe better to use Ember for that. Give them a shift. What kind of check is it? Ah, religion. Alright, then let's begin to rest.
Do you know what would be nice? If we didn't die in the crusade. After, yes, if we win. But if we die before that, that would be bad. You will try not to die, won't you? Although I suppose it will be hard.
Sometimes I'm more afraid of you than Baphomet.
Oh. Alright, 20 hours passed. Sounds like we didn't get ambushed. Oh. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Logan Aldori emerges from the oblivion of his leaden sleep like a drowned man dragging himself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound has closed again, but the blood stain on his shirt betrays a presence beneath. There's no time to investigate the cause behind his malaise. A trying day lies ahead, but how will Logan Aldori be up to the challenge if his thoughts are so muddled and his entire body aches like after a day's toil? I can't ignore my health. Better take care of it now rather than later when it could already be too late. After several moments the weariness abates, retreating to the depths of his subconsciousness, but leaving the path open to return the next time Logan Aldori seeks refuge in sleep. Logan Aldori recalls that he slept peacefully in the Defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what happened. Corruption and nightmares. Nightmares and corruption prevent you from resting well. Corruption increases during rest at different rates in different areas. In corruption reaches first, second or third level, various negative effects are applied. There are 3 corruption levels in total. The higher the level, the more difficult it becomes to fight your battles. Well, duh. And you can fully remove it in safe places. You will discover these areas of respite as you progress through the game. In some locations you may come across various holy artifacts. Cleansing them or interacting with them will will allow you to partially remove your corruption level. Alright. I like how we just stand here all together, like having spoken about the upcoming day, and we're just sitting and meditating.